All right. Let's see if we get a connection here. And we did. We are live. What's going on, everybody? We got some recent new faces. We got onboard simulations here. We got some brand new faces. Kansas City here today, too, as well. Welcome aboard. We're so glad to have you join us. Got Bob, we got Bill, we got Kashif. We are ready to rumble. Kenneth Ramos, how you doing? Good to see you. And big ups to Kashif finding this airport pack that he found on FlightSim.to. This is awesome. This is really pretty cool. So good to see you guys. Little bit of a delay here in the in our normal time, but for those of you who know, like my buddy Zarnell was running in the men's 100 meters in the Olympics today. He didn't have the race he wanted, but I'm so proud of him. It's unbelievable just being an Olympian, and he had a pretty bad hamstring injury about a month ago, and it's a miracle he even made the Olympics and was able to run, made the semifinals, ran a 10 flat, and just wasn't enough to get through. And you know, it's I'm just super proud of him. I'm just really proud of him. And his Olympics aren't over. He's got the 200 and perhaps the 4x1. So anyway, let's get things going here. I've got everything turned off. I got toes on the brakes here. We'll go external power supply on, mixtures and props, full forward. Rotating beacon on, master and battery switches on, fuel pumps on. Why are my fuel pumps not coming on? Why are you not coming on, fuel pumps? Hold on, let me check and make sure I've got wrong thing. Control options. Why would yeah, so why would you not be coming on? Let's try one more time. Nope. All right, well, fuel pump's coming on. Fuel valves open. Open the starter hood cover. Mags on 1. Let's take a quick peek outside. Make sure we're not going to kill anybody. And we're looking good. Go right side first. A good start. Oil pressure is good. We'll go mags there. Make sure the left engine is clear. And there's another good start. Oil pressure is good. Mags to both. Starter hood cover closed. Why are my fuel pumps not working? That's really annoying. Do I have something else? Oh well, I'll have to do that all day today. That's all right. Let's go avionics master on. Let's go external power supply off. Having strobe lights coming on. Pilot Dave, what's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. You know, Kashif, about the realistic tree heights, I really want to get that. I actually really want to get that. Are you talking the Orbix thing, or are you talking about the mod on FlightSim.to? Alright, let me get my head position correct here. Alright, let's lean the mixtures for taxi. Let's go transponder squawk altitude. And I think, what is my distance here for this, or my heading rather, for this leg? Heading is 260. So we're gonna set that. And Pilot Dave, I am doing very well, sir. I am doing very well. I've had a good day. We've been we made corn chowder today, and I love corn chowder, and that was delicious. It was a good day. We had a good day here at the IslandSimPilot household. All right, toes are on the brakes. Let's release the parking brake. And there's only one direction to take off in this this airport. So, but great to see everybody. Thanks everybody for coming out on a Sunday evening. At least Sunday evening where I am. Not necessarily Sunday evening where you guys are. But I'm inside of 3 weeks from being in Anguilla. Magnum PI, what's going on? What are you doing? The Four Simmers Real Estate. Yeah, so that's the one on FlightSim.to. The Orbix one is kind of interesting because, and by the way, just so for like people who are new flying together today, there's no decorum required for taking off. Like, you can't crash into another plane. So just if you're ready to go. If you're landing on a runway that somebody's already on, just land on it. It doesn't matter. we're just having a good time, and should be able to clear the terrain where we're going at 3,000. So that's what I'm going at, and I'm assuming that's Buckman that I just smashed into. But I'm interested to see this area where we're going. But as far as the tree heights thing goes, so Orbix has a new tree heights product out, and there's the 007 the 007 Islander. That's awesome. All right, mixtures and props, full forward. I can't turn my fuel pumps on. It's so sad. All right, we'll go fuel pumps on. We'll go. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna put our flaps down. That's what we'll do. At least takeoff flaps anyway. And we'll bring in some takeoff power. Gonna be a left crosswind departure. And engine instruments are in the green, developing full power. So let's go flying. This is such a cool upgrade from the stock airport, Kashif. Talk about timing, man. That's perfect. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Look at this. It's looking beautiful today. Come back 25. And looks like we gotta climb a little bit here. It's gonna drop the nose just a tiny bit, bring the flaps up. So it looks like maybe looks like maybe up through, I don't know, let's see. Because I could have sworn it said, oh yeah, we'll be able to make it up over that. So I could have sworn the little nav map said we didn't need to go much above like 2,500. So, just make sure in the terrain clearance here. Yeah, we're good. So we've got 1,000 feet. We'll turn our fuel pumps off. Fuel pressures are looking good. I'm gonna climb at 90 just so I can get some little bit more clearance here. I'm using the Bing Maps mod because she's not gonna have any problems clearing these hills. in the Vision Jet. They put in a little bit of rudder trim here. So there's 1,500. I mean, it says we're not going to have any problems clearing it, but I guess we'll find out, right? But yeah, good to see everybody. Bob, you got to see a float plane. Neat. That's awesome. I've been on a float plane once in my life, and once is enough. It is unbelievable how much drag those things have. The float plane I was in. Hey, Chris, what's going on? It's what is it where you are? It's gotta be like what, like 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. But I went flying in a float plane one time, and it was a Cessna 206, which is a 300 horsepower engine, airplane, and we were going about 90 knots in cruise. That tells you how 10 past 10. Oh, that's right. You're an hour earlier than mainland. I was just watching the Olympics from Paris. Good chief in the Vision Jet, but yeah, Kashif, I bet you did clear him pretty easy. So yeah, looks like we'll be all right. But it looks like the Bing Maps mod either has a lot of clouds or it snowed. I'm guessing it's clouds, given this is Panama. So I'm gonna go 4,500. I'm definitely not stopping at 3,000. Bob, what kind of plane was it? Do you remember? Yeah, there's lots of clouds on the maps mod, but that's all right. I figured I'd use it today and see what it was, see what it looked like. And I also just realized I left my headphone setting on because I was flying the 777 last time I flew. Oh, Chris, they did one of the women's triathletes tested positive for E. coli. I mean, how disgusting is that? I mean, I don't know a lot about E. coli, but I know you don't want to catch it. I mean, and to catch that in a public river, like, that's disgusting. That is so gross. Oh, Kenneth, those are no, so that's because of the maps mod. Yeah, exactly. So those are just clouds that were superimposed over the you know, on the satellite images that they took, because the ones they use in the sim, they do some AI magic to get rid of the clouds, but the maps mod doesn't do that. So it's coming up on 50 feet below our cruise altitude. Pull the manifold pressure back, pull the props back just a tiny bit, and 4,500 feet it is. Gotta get back on course here, but yeah, that was kind of nasty reading about that. But I've always liked the Olympics, but I have a new appreciation for it now that I know somebody that's competing in it. It's hardcore because like these guys, these women and men prepare for 4 years for this one opportunity, and it means the world to them. And it's amazing. It's amazing to watch. But start leaning out my mixtures here. Plane keeps wanting to climb. But yeah, it's pretty. I love watching the peak of human endeavor. You know. Watching those EGTs keep going up, 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 and there they reverse, and now we come back in with the mixtures. Bring those temps down about 25, well, about 50 degrees. And there we go. We're still burning 14 aside, which I don't quite understand, but yeah, Kashif, that is true. I had forgotten about that point. Oh, the DA-62 Kansas City, that's a cool plane. But this is probably, that's probably the most extreme like cloud buildup I've seen on the map enhancement mod. Usually it's pretty clean. You know, but that's pretty. That's a pretty strong buildup of clouds, but that's all right. So here we're getting back on our center line here. Roid Olympics. Yeah, speaking of Roid Olympics, I watched the there's a special on Netflix about Lance Armstrong that I watched over the last week. It was pretty interesting. I mean, he went from yeah, they did, Bob, but they did yeah, it's a great turnout. But they had so Lance Armstrong won the world cycling championship in 1993 as like a nobody, and in 1994 like he couldn't even, like he was at the back of the pack. Like that's how bad people were juicing after 93. And so he just had no choice, you know. I think the bigger problem with Lance Armstrong was how he treated people, which was rather poorly, rather than the fact that he was doing the same thing that everybody else was doing. Hey Steve, what's going on? But yeah, it's the peak of human endeavor, as it were. It's pretty cool to watch, I think. So now that I am on center line, and come back around here left a little bit, and we've got, this leg is a little longer than I thought it was. It's that's only a half hour, but, and I'm also in like a sports dead zone right now because Formula One is off for the summer, so that pretty much does in my my entertainment, my sporting entertainment. So I'm glad the Olympics are going on. Gives something cool to watch. But yeah, I realize, and I've got my headset thing on here. I got to turn my headset setting off real quick. Just can't wear the I mean, actually, in the actual Islander, you have to wear noise canceling headsets, or you will literally go deaf. You will literally go deaf. But in the sim, you got to hear those engines. In the sim, you got to hear those engines. So, BizJet Brit. So yeah, those are clouds from the map enhancement mod. Yeah, it looks like we're getting pretty good amount of clouds here. Mr. Bean. I heard a lot of people were not too impressed with the opening of the Paris Olympics, the opening ceremony. I never cared about the opening ceremonies. I think it would be cool if you were an athlete. It would be amazing if you're an athlete to be there in that environment. But like, I mean, the pomp and circumstance doesn't really do it for me in terms of like spectating. But so let's see here. Yeah, Chris, they were playing that. They were playing that song before the men's 100-meter tonight. Chris, I have not seen that. I'm not a big fan of fireworks. I mean, I guess they're kind of fun to watch, but I don't know. Yeah, Kashif, that's the one thing I kind of forgot, Kashif, is that the fact that it actually runs it, keeps running it. But yeah, so we are heading to, let me show you guys here. Heading over to, I want to check out these islands right here. And then make sure my plane doesn't crash while I'm doing this. And then this airport will be up next in Panama City. And eventually what I want to do is get up here to Boca del Toro on the Caribbean coast. That's going to be really cool. That's like, this is probably the most beautiful area in Panama. When I was in Panama, I was in, where was I? Am I gonna crash? I'm not gonna crash yet. I was like right along here. Oh no, Coronado, that's where I was. Right there, Coronado. It's the only place in the world I've ever seen the Pacific Ocean. Technically the Gulf of Panama, but you know, it's alright. But yeah, if we want to do a little bit of island hopping today. And then we'll go see the big city. Panama City is one of my Panama City Airport is one of my favorite airports to fly into. It's really pretty cool. Chris, that's kind of the fun thing about Formula One. You can get as into it as you want. The other fun thing is when you're actually on course to the airport you're going to. That's a fun thing too. The canal runs right through. Let me see. Let me get the map back up here. The canal runs from Panama City, runs right through here and out the other side. I don't know if it, I think yeah, it must go right here. So this is where we are coming this way, and then here's Panama City. And the weird thing, so when you're flying into Panama City, there are literally like 1,000 cargo ships lined up, like just sitting around out here waiting to go through, because you can only go in like 2 at a time. And they come in, they go through the canal. There's this side and this side. I think that, I don't know if they use them one direction at the same time or different directions, but like you go through here, then you go out this other side. It's amazing how small the canal is. It's tiny. The ships fit through the canal by like, when I tell you a foot on either side, it's crazy. They're huge too. They're absolutely enormous. Clear size VREX. Yeah, it was pretty cool to see the canal. When I was there, we watched a U.S. As a matter of fact, we should fly the canal. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fly the canal when we get that far. But we followed a U.S. nuclear submarine through the canal. It was really pretty neat. Yeah, Chris, I can understand that theory. I can understand the logic on that. But we watched a U.S. nuclear submarine go through, and they had like Navy SEAL teams on support boats, and they had air support, they had all kinds of stuff, but they didn't seem to mind that we, and there's no, like, it goes right through the middle of Panama City. So it's not like it's not like there's anywhere to hide. So we actually walked, the sub was going through basically, yeah, it was going through at oh no, onboard, we're not going to go through the Panama Canal today, but we'll go through it when we get there. It'll probably be the next flight. I don't have it either, but I'll definitely get it for going through the canal. But they had air support, they had SEAL teams on Zodiacs, they had all kinds of stuff, but you could literally just walk along just walk alongside the boat. I mean, there was no, because there's nowhere to put it. You're in a very tight, confined area. No, Chris, I didn't. See, here we get to the good part of the maps mod, because like stuff like this, you know, I mean, I know some people say the maps mod it's you know, it's got issues. It does have issues, but to me it's more upside than downside. To me it's pretty cool stuff. But yeah, so the next leg, if I don't get on course, I might wind up going through the canal, but the next leg will be, so we're probably going to we may wind up stopping here today, depends on how long it takes, and then the next leg will be, I kind of want to go to this airport, because I saw this airport in real life. I drove to it. I kind of want to fly over there. Let's probably fly over there, and then we'll come back up to the next flight. We'll come back up through Panama City and then go up through the canal. That is, I think, a pretty decent plan. But there's Cash Panda. Vision Jet at idle power. Yeah, you know, I don't know why it didn't occur to me. I literally didn't even think about going through the canal until right now, which is sort of silly. But yeah, that'll be a cool thing to do. Get ourselves on course here. So there's like 5 little airports, but I think one of them is not serviceable. So the first one is 4,000 feet hard runway. Second one is 3,200 feet hard runway, and these might be kind of like slightly out of service airports. We'll see. But Kashif, what if you set like a cruise power setting at our altitude, what would that thing go at? You'd burn a ton of fuel at 4,000 feet. But that's such a cool view. Alright, stop climbing. Oh, cruise speed is 311. Can't do that under 10,000 feet. You get in trouble. I know you know that. I'm not telling you that. But yeah, so this flight plan actually worked out quite well, because now we're on the other side of the Panama Canal, and we can go check out the canal next flight. So I'm probably gonna. I'm trying to decide. I'll probably ditch the maps mod for the next flight just because I want to see what Microsoft or what Asobosoft did with the maps mod. In Central America, that would be smuggling speed. Speaking of the Olympics in Caribbean islands, St. Lucia, the women's 100, the woman from St. Lucia won. Which I don't think anybody thought that was going to happen. I don't think she was on anybody's radar. And then Dominica won the women's triple jump, which is pretty wild if you think about like how small population-wise those islands are. Really pretty cool stuff. Why are my fuel pumps not turning on with my fuel? Alright, so that one's working. My pitot heat is working. Where are you, pitot heat? Pitot heat's working. My lights are working. And for some reason my fuel pump is not working. Oh well. Oh well. Some strong-legged girls. But man, that's amazing. I was thrilled for her. So I don't think anybody thought that the woman who won the 100 would have any chance. I mean, not that she wouldn't have any chance, but just when she wasn't anybody who was in the picture, you know? And then go out there and then win it is just awesome. Kashif, you should do a max performance climb from down there. Just jam your throttles forward and yank the yoke back. Give it the beans, Kashif. Yeah, I just want to see what it looks like. If you have enough fuel, yeah, there he goes. That's pretty cool. I mean, your climb speed is probably faster than my cruise speed. Look at that. Getting dizzy watching that thing climb. I mean, that's gotta be 3,000 feet a minute at least, no? I mean, you just climb 3,000 feet in 30 seconds. Don't hit us yet. XCon 24, you partied too much last night. Oh, that's too bad. 7,000 feet a minute. There we can see our destinations out there. That is a great plane. The Duke. And we got a good crowd today. This is awesome. So what do we got here? Where am I going? Why am I constantly going way over there? Probably because, well, not because I don't have enough rudder trim in, it's because I'm not paying attention. The other thing is, no. All right, let's see here. so we're going down to the south end of the island, Punta Cocos Airport. Punta Cocos. Let's see, runway 0826. Winds are 2708, so we can just literally just fly straight in. So it's gonna be like right over here. 3,200 feet, okay. So there's rain in the REX weather? Because there's obviously no rain here. I want to look and see them. Let's see. I want to check the weather and see if there's actually. Alright, radar map. Let's see here. I mean, there might be some localized rain. Doesn't really look like it, at least according to the Weather Channel, but the Weather Channel are a bunch of liars, we all know that. Alright, let's see what we got here. 2,000 feet to remain VFR, that's weird. No wonder... Still got 28 miles to go. That's weird. I wonder why such a discrepancy in the weather. There's Skywolf in the C208. Lots of that's weird. Strange how sometimes the live weather is so accurate, and then sometimes it's not. Senior Loco, is that on purpose? My specs, I have a 12,700K and 3080 Ti. Everything stock. 32 gigabytes of RAM. And that's it. That's it. Interesting, Buckman. How was Dairy Queen, by the way? I haven't been to a Dairy Queen in forever. Man. Kansas City, that's such a great airplane, the Diamond 62. One of my favorite twins. So, let's see here. Probably start rounding it out a little bit down to the south here so that we get us straight in for 27. I'm gonna pull back about 200 RPMs. Just start a very lazy descent here. Go about heading at 240 and just stretch it out. A little bit to this side. Damn kids are still here. Man, we have this place about 20 minutes from our house where they've been. The place has been in business for like 100 years, and it's an ice cream place. It hasn't always been an ice cream place, but and it is the best ice cream you'll ever eat, and I have to stay away from it because I just eat and eat and eat. I will eat all of the ice cream that exists. Yeah, local there. It's weird because I've had days in the sim where the live weather was so good. I mean, so good. And then some days it's like completely off. I basically always use live weather now. I have REX, but I don't really use it. But REX is great. Rex or REX, I don't know what they prefer. Schmarkash, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, good sir. We were just talking about ice cream. It's making me hungry. Bungalow 72. Hey, Bungalow, you're welcome anytime. We do this Wednesdays and Sundays, and sometimes we do it on Fridays. Always around. We did it a little later today than we usually do, but we usually do it about like 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. But we keep it. We do the scheduling and everything in the Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, we always post the times early in the Discord and try to make sure everybody we got as much. It's convenient for as many people as possible. But you're always welcome to fly with us, Bungalow. Anytime, we'd be thrilled to have you. Anytime, my friend. And let's see what we got going on here. I need to fly that plane more. Look at this. I guess these guys aren't with us, but this is pretty cool. So I think the airport is like right out the end of this little. Right out at the end of we are, and I'll show you actually. We are in Panama right now. Let's see here. So this is where we are. We've done a tour of the Caribbean. We started around here. We went up around Cuba, Turks and Caicos. We did Jamaica and the Caymans, Turks and Caicos, Haiti, Dominican. And then we came all the way down here. We came all the way along here, around Lake Maracaibo, and then we came up, and now we're just going down the coast of Colombia and then Panama, and we'll eventually go up here, come out to check that out, and we'll eventually come up here to Cancun and then make the hop back over to Havana. And you can fly anything you want. We have one guy that's not with us today. Always flies the A320. Which is pretty funny. But most everybody flies like either like a high performance single or a piston twin. Or like we got one Vision Jet here today. We've got the DA62, a couple Islanders, the E300. We got all kinds of planes. We got all kinds of stuff. You can fly whatever makes you happy. Yeah, the Duke is pretty loud. I don't think it's as loud as the Islander. The Islander is pretty darn loud. And in 20 days, I will be sitting literally in this exact airplane. This airplane, Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Charlie. And I cannot wait. What do we got here in terms of distance? Yeah, we're still 10 miles out. So 3,000 feet, 10 miles. REX weather shot on Discord. I need to set up a Discord picture for my Discord. Whoa. Yeah, I mean that's definitely different. It's not. Yeah, I guess it is a lot different, isn't it? I'm trying to pretend it's not. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, it's completely different. I can't pretend it's not. On board, I do not. I'm gonna be on vacation. And I'm going down to St. Martin and Anguilla in 3 weeks. And when we fly American Airlines into St. Martin, and then we take we take literally this airplane from St. Martin to Anguilla, and it's like it's an 8-minute long flight. It's one of my favorite parts of the trip. I'm gonna see. Hold on. I haven't. Let me post that. Let me see if I can find my. See if I can find my flight. I've got like about probably like 5 or 6 flights from this airplane in the on my channel. Let me see. I'll post a couple of them in the Discord. Let me see. Hopefully I won't crash while I'm doing it. Alright, where are we here? I'll put it in the videos section. No, I'll put it under real world flying because it's real world flying. So there is one of them. Am I crashing? Somebody tell me if I start crashing. There's one of them. Let's see. Whoops. There's the return leg, and then let's see. Let me try one more time. Here we go. So, and I'll post the link of the flight I took to St. Bart's. And there we go. So I just put a couple of those flights in the Discord. And now let me come back here. All right, now it's time to land our aeroplane. Let's bring the power back. Mixtures full forward. Where are we here? How far out are we? We're still 5 miles. I need to look on the map here and find out. Where am I? Oh, I'm such a dope. I'm thinking I have to fly I'm thinking I'm flying a base leg straight in for runway 27. So I'm just gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing. And I'm gonna bug my runway heading, which I should, you know, if I had done that to begin with. Ay. So we like to display a moderate amount of competence here. Loco, next leg is, it should be in the description, but next leg is about 15 miles. It's 15 miles to the north. That's right. Where are you? That right there, there's a little airport right there. Is the next one up. Alright, let's bring some power out. Oh, okay. Let's bring the nose up. Let's start paying attention. Alright, here's first notch of flaps. We'll go a few pumps on. Go mixtures full forward, or props full forward. I'm assuming it's right in that little. Yeah, it's gotta be right there. Trying to get back in the white arc here. And we have completely overshot center line. Second notch of flaps. Alright, we'll make this one a full stop just to gather ourselves here. Alright, mixtures and props full forward, a few pumps are on, flaps are set. Airplane is nosediving for the water. get back to 80 knots here. If we can. The Vision Jet. Kashif, how was it getting the Vision Jet in here? Alright, now we gotta bring some power in. Alright. That is a nasty little tree right there at the end of the runway. That's a nasty little tree. It's not even little. Please don't hit the tree. Alright, power's out. Oh, I think I just hit it with my tires. I think I hit the tree with my tires. I literally felt it. Leading the mixtures. Oh, on the nose. Alright, let's see here. We spin this bad boy around, bring up a notch. Again, like, I'm pretty impressed with. Thank you, Pilot Dave. I appreciate that. I mean, aside from clipping the tree, I felt pretty good about it. But man, I gotta get myself together. I'm not paying attention. My situational awareness is not good. Like, I was literally expecting to fly a base leg. Why am I? It's a straight in. I don't know what I'm thinking. But what a cool, I mean, for a stock airport, I'm like stunned at this. I really am. I mean, but this is, how cool is this though? In my opinion. There's Bob. That was a nice landing, Bob. Very nicely done. Let me see here. Set my altimeter. Let's get my heading squared away here. So we are bungalow. Nice. Anyone, you guys can jump in anytime. Next up is let's see. Next up is MPFE. So we're gonna go. I mean, not that I really need to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, why do you do that? Now I have to do the whole thing. MPFE, and I want to look and see what the runway is and what the wind situation is. MPFE. No, there we go. Heading a 317, so we'll bug that. So yes, I do want to activate that. There's about 317, and then let's have a look. So there's it's a short little leg. It's 15 miles. There is another one actually right there. But it says it's a soft runway. Let's go overfly this and see if it's there. And if it's there, we can land there. And if not, we'll just keep going up that way. If this little airport's there, it's runway 1331. And I'm guessing it's going to favor 31. And it does. So let's go see if that's there. Because if it is, that would be pretty cool. Alright. And off. Oh yeah, local, we are on the USA East server. This is such a cool little airport. I'm like amazed at the turnout. Maybe later on Sundays is better, because we have an awesome turnout tonight. Great. Andrew Carr, what's going on? We are bopping around someplace in Panama. I'm not sure where. So I'm gonna basically go maybe like a 290 heading. We'll see what's up there. It's such a cool airplane, it really is. All right, let me check my trim. Trim is okay, maybe a little bit more nose down. Andrew, we would love that. That'd be great. Be awesome. So in Flight Sim 24, you can hit other airplanes. In Flight Sim 2020, you can't. Another little tidbit of information. But it is kind of cool watching other people take off, though. Are you having sim issues, Andrew? Or are you just having time issues? Let's go mixtures and props full forward. Fuel pumps are on. And there comes Magnum. Alright, we'll bring the bring us around here. Heading indicator checks with the runway number. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. 70 knots, and let's matriculate. Such a cool airport. I'll let the nose come down just a little bit so I can see where that's one of the other reasons, by the way. A lot of people that they'll take off and they'll fly they'll hold either VX or VY climbing out. I find that in most GA airplanes, if you hold 90 knots or 100 knots, because if you're holding 80 knots, you're going like this to try to see over over the dash. Whereas if you're holding 90 knots, you can see pretty easily. See where you're going. Bring the flaps up. I'm gonna go to 1,000 feet. That guy is definitely not with us. He's definitely not in our group. But let's see here. Coming back to 23 squared. Push the nose over a little bit. Your sim issues, I'm glad to hear that. That's great, Andrew. Alright, let's go fuel pumps off real quick. And let's go see what Catfish Haku. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, Steve, the other thing you can do, like in Flight Sim 24, we'll be able to turn crashes off, right? And so we can have basically the same scenario that we have here, and I think that'll probably make some sense for group flights, just to turn crashes off. Why airplane are you doing this? Do I have a fuel imbalance? I do not. So why is this happening? Alright. Let me see here. Alright, so it looks like the runway would be like right in here if it's there. Why am I climbing and climbing and climbing? Look at this. Look at how many people we have. This is awesome. Dropping cargo off. That sounds good. Is that a euphemism? Oh, you know why? I'm wondering why I'm rolling to the left, because I've got about 100 more RPM on my left prop, or my left engine. That will do it. So should be like right just to the right of that little outcropping right there. Kind of looks like a a bigger runway than I thought. Okay, I got way too much. I don't know what the deal is here, but I have like a major, I'm like, got a major case of the leans here. Alright. Let's see here. Has anybody seen the field? Should be. Oh, I think I see it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's there. I think this is going to be one of those what they refer to as a disused field. All right, mixtures and props full forward. Yes. Let's see here. Fuel pumps are not on because my fuel pump buttons don't work. Alright. Let's get back into the white arc. Drop the flaps. Little bit of power. Yes, this is a disused field. Let's see if I clip the tree again. There we go. Do. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Not too bad. I don't know that getting out of here is going to be very easy. But we'll see. Let's swing around. Yeah, I got the, I'm thinking maybe taking off downhill might be a good idea. It's the wind here. 7 knot tailwind. No, 5 knots tailwind. I'm thinking taking off downwind might be a good idea. It's kind of hard to say though. Yeah, I got a little bit of the leans. I don't know why. I don't know why. Get it back right in the center. And fuel is balanced, but like it was leaning hard to the right. What do you think? Which way should we flip? Because that's kind of an uphill. That's kind of an uphill takeoff. I don't know if I like uphill takeoffs. I think I'm gonna go. I think that end is looking good. Yeah, here comes Bungalow and the TBM. That's a sweet airplane. Look at this. She's got power to spare. TBM is such a great plane. I flew that plane a ton before any of the jets came out in the sim. Not putting any pressure on you, Bungalow, by the way. This is looking smooth as can be. There goes Kashif. That is looking nice. That is looking nice. Not the easiest place to get that airplane into. That was a good job. I think I'm gonna go up to the other end and take off downwind. I think that's my plan. I'll need my mixtures here so I don't burn my engines up. Magnum got out of here easy. Yeah, it's gonna be easy to get, especially in the Islander. It's gonna be easy as heck. So it'll be a good old left downwind departure here. And the next airport is runway 1. It's gonna be straight north. And the winds are favoring 1. AKA 360. Let me bug that because I'm a fool and I can't remember what my runway heading is. So there's that. All right. Let's see. We got a notch of flaps. We got fuel pumps on. Let's go mixtures rich. And let's do it. Love the the Caravan, by the way, the Grand Caravan. What an awesome airplane. Airspeed's alive, engine instruments in the green. Maybe I was a little bit overconfident. Let's get this Islander climbing, baby. Looking good, looking good. Max performance climb here. Max performance climb. Probably not max performance, but sorta. And we'll come back on the power. Come back a little bit on the props. Oh, nice. I was figuring, Loco, that was probably you. I used to love catfish. I haven't eaten a catfish in a long time. Let's see here. Fuck. Alright, so I would think 1,000 feet will do on this leg too, right? Yeah. Alright. Do I have my flaps up? No. Alright. So feeling slightly disoriented because this island is off to my right, whereas here it looks like it's off to my left. Must be, maybe it's over, maybe it's that. It should be straight north, so I'm unless my yeah, I was gonna say unless my heading indicator is way off, which it is. Alright, so we'll come back on the power. We'll definitely do that in just a sec, Kashif. Let's see. So runway heading is, where is the airport? Kind of mid-island, kind of like right in here. So we're back into flap range. We'll go flaps on. I'm gonna leave the fuel pumps right where they are. I'm still, look at this. Why is my... I don't understand why I'm leaning to the right here the entire time. But we will see here. I'm basically straight in right now for that runway, so it's, oh, I can see there's a clearing right there. There's a clearing right straight ahead. Let's see here. I'm just gonna hold this altitude until I can see that a little bit better. Yeah, it looks like it looks like the beach is at the other end of the runway. But you can see the clearing right there at 12 o'clock. Nice. Alright, power out here. Oh, it's like a proper airport. It's like a proper airport. Yeah. Alright, let's power out here. Fuel pumps are on. Still need one more notch of flaps here. Mixtures and props full forward. Second notch of flaps. 80 knots. Trim that out. Trim that out a little more. Alright, fuel pumps are on, flaps are set, seatbelts are secure. Pre-landing checklist is complete. Alright. Little bit of power out, get the nose up, slow it down. Short little runway. Power out. The 1,000-foot marker is like halfway down the runway. A bit of a crosswind correction, not too bad. Yeah, it's not. Oh, this is one of the ones from the airport pack, which is why you guys are all up there and I'm down here. What a cool little airport. This is one of the things I love about the sim, is that people take the time to do these little airports. So that for anybody who joined late, there was because she found a package of Panamanian airports, like little Panamanian airports, and he posted it in the Discord right before we started flying. And this is one of the airports. Man, look at this. I'm amazed at how many people we have. This is awesome. Alright, so next up is going to be MPCS, I do believe. Mike Papa Charlie Sierra. No, I was totally wrong on that one. Mike Papa Romeo Alpha. So let's see here. I know it's sort of silly to put these in, but at least that way it gives us all something to look at and see where we're going. Alright, what's my... I gotta work on my alphabet. Mike Papa Romeo Alpha. And heading is 024. So let's go heading at 024. Yes, please. Ah, okay. There's a couple... It's weird. There's a couple little... There's basically a little airport on every one of these islands. It's just a matter of whether it's like still in use or not. And this is a great little airport. I love airports like this. Brew pilot, no way. What's going on? How are you doing? Yeah, the downloadable airport might have cleared out a bunch of those trees. It also looks like it stuck it down in a valley. But anyway, Brew pilot, it's good to see you, brother. What's going on? We are cruising around the we're just south of Panama City right now, just south of Panama City, Panama, and just cruising around in circles, kind of, pretty much. Got this little. So here's we started over there. There's Panama City. We started over there, came this way. Panama City's right there, and then there's these like this little group of islands. And we're just kind of checking out all the little islands. That Duke is such a great plane. But Brew pilot, it's good to see you again. It's been a while. Either that or I saw you recently, and then before that it was a while. I can't remember which of the two. But that Duke is looking sharp. Alright, let's go mixtures and props full forward. Let's go forward on the flaps one notch. Let's check our trim. Trim is kind of, I like a little bit of nose up. I like more nose up trim than the airplane actually tells you to put in. Let's see here. Alright. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. 70 knots, 70 knots. And let's go flying. That's why I like a little bit more nose up trim. And it's funny if that is awesome. In a real plane, if you've got it trimmed well, it'll just fly itself right off the ground. And that, to me, that's like everybody talks about making good landings. I like making good takeoffs. I think it's important. I love nothing more than like a really nice takeoff. Because you can screw a takeoff up, trust me. Look at that. The biggest thing that people goof up on takeoffs is just yanking the plane off the ground. Some people just literally just yank the nose right up off the ground. And the thing is, like I said, if the plane is trimmed properly, that's why they tell you to set trim for takeoff. Let's drop the nose here just a little bit, put the flaps up. But if you're trimmed right for takeoff, when your airplane's ready to fly, you can feel it, and it'll fly itself right off the ground. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. A little bit of nose down trim. Look at this. This is awesome. This is awesome. How many miles we got here? I don't think very many. 10. All right. I think 1500 is just fine then. 10-mile flight. Let's see here. Yeah, whoopsie. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Oh, Brew pilot, you flatter me, my friend. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I have so much fun with you guys. It's a blast. Absolute blast. Let's see. How'd it go, Kashif? Let's see. There he is. He made it. That's fantastic. And again, I'm got these like got the leads. Actually, you know what? I do want to come out here because it's runway. I'm gonna come out a little bit this way. I'm sort of. Oh, I think the runway's right there. Okay. Yeah. Sort of a little bit. I was gonna say I'm a little bit disoriented in these islands. I don't know why. So I'm guessing. First of all, I'm guessing I need to stop climbing. Please stop climbing. But I'm guessing it's gonna be runway 36. It is. And the weather says light rain, and clearly there is no light rain on. Like I can see the runway right there. There is no light rain in the Microsoft Flight Simulator world. So, all right, 5 miles, 1,500 feet. That is actually perfect. So bring the power back to about 1,700. Props back to 21. And I'm gonna get in the habit of bugging my heading. We want about a 500 foot per minute descent. Bring out a little bit more power because not getting slowed down enough. Alright, fuel pumps on. Mixtures are rich. I was gonna say, I thought I saw the runway. That's another common thing in real flying, is thinking you see the runway and you don't. Alright, fuel pumps are on. Fixtures and props full forward. There we go. Just no mosey on over here. Oh, is it right at the end of the water? Well, I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? Alright, back into the white arc. 2 notches of flaps. Let's get back to sitting under Tropical Storm Debbie right now. No way. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a fun one, actually. This looks like it's going to be a fun one. Tropical Storm Debbie is Florida-ish, no? At this point. I think I'm spending too much time flying jets. My manual, like, it's not only my manual flying, it's my flying thinking is not working real well right now. Alright, mixtures of props full forward, fuel pumps are on, flaps are set. A little bit of a left crosswind, but there's no excuse for being this far to the right of the runway. 70 knots, it's a little bit slow. Alright. No, that was not good. The whole thing was not good. And resulted in a kersplat on the runway. I don't know why. Some days you have, I mean, flying is like anything else. Some days you have good flying days. This is a cool airport. Look at this. Some days you have good flying days and some days you have bad flying days, but I've had 2 bad landing days in a row, which does not make me happy. This is freaking cool. This is a cool airport. So this must be one of the package, I would assume. I'll go in here and set the parking brake so I can go outside and just watch some landings. I don't, just northeast of Tampa. Okay. Yeah, Kashif, it's got to be, right? I mean, this looks awesome. I absolutely love airports like this. Absolutely love them. That is a nice looking approach right there. Magnum's showing us how it's done. That is how it's done right there. I thought you were going to take the road. I gotta look here now. Panama Regional Airfields. This airfield is, let's see. That's another nice landing right there. Cash Panda Division Jet. Nice job. Bob, there's never, going around is never a bad decision. It's always a good decision. Mike Papi Romeo. Yes, this is Colonel Raul Arias Espinoza Airport. Is what it is. And I approve of this airport. This is a cool airport. This is a really cool airport. And then our next one, I think, is... No, it's not that one. So that right there. So this right here is a 1,500 foot soft runway. And then right there is a 4,000 foot soft runway. And then right there is where I was thinking we would finish up. So let's, I'm gonna go hit this one, and then this one, and then this one, and we'll see. What do you guys think? Sound like a plan? Alright, toes on the brakes. We'll go parking brake off. And I'm gonna come down and take off from that end. So just a couple more little airports and we'll have... Man, this is... can you imagine how much work it takes to do all this? That was nicely done right there. Nicely done, Bungalow. Nicely done. Sorry for being in the middle of the runway. The Kashif, you mean the next one, or which one is this? This is Mike Papa Romeo Alpha. Loco, awesome. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you. Please come back and fly with us again. Like I said, usually we do this Wednesdays and Sundays, and some Fridays, although I think the Friday is going to become a Thursday. And here comes Bob, and I'm right in the middle of his runway. Wow, that's a nice looking approach. Really is. Bob, you nailed that. You nailed that. That was a beautiful... Oh, Loco. I really appreciate you spending the time with us, buddy. Next, feel free to join us anytime. Join the Discord, and in there we always talk about when our next flight and where we're gonna go, and so next one will be Wednesday. So get some rest, and we'll see you hopefully next time. All right, few pumps are on, flaps are set, mixtures and props full forward. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna do a, I'm gonna do a left downwind departure. And then I'm gonna overfly this field again just so I can see it, because it's so cool. Alright, takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is alive. 60 knots. There's 70. And off we go. Cool little area. Cool area. How neat. How neat. Absolutely love that little airport. So Bungalow looks like he's got an eye on that next airport here. I'm gonna leave the flaps right in. So we're not going real far. I'm gonna leave the flaps in. I'm gonna leave the fuel pumps on. We'll level it off right at about 1,000 feet. And the next airport is runway 1019. Wind favors 01. So it'll be, so I guess we'll do a little bit of a oh, next airport we're headed to, Kashif, sorry about that. It's, let me see. Where can I type this here? Mike Papa Charlie Sierra, I believe is what it is. It's not on the flight plan. Yeah, it's Mike Papa Charlie Sierra. It's not on the flight plan, but it seems like a fun one to go check out. So I'm gonna go. Oh, by the way, if you guys have Netflix, check out a series called The Gentleman. It's a Guy Ritchie thing that we were watching. It's really pretty cool. Yeah, Kashif, was that cool or not? Hey, Joel, what's going on? Thanks, Joel. I appreciate that. And I was just saying before, if you want to join the Discord, Joel, we fly Wednesdays and Sundays. You're welcome to join us anytime. We got a great crowd today. Bungalow's running circles around us. So if you ever want to join, let's see, where am I going? So this airport is going to be, I think, let's see, I think it's gonna be right here. Yes, I think it's gonna be right here. But I don't know if it's gonna be a oh, you're prepping for, so you have a check ride coming up, or you have a training check? Sorry about that, Bungalow. We kind of improvised this one. We're going to this little one right here. It's on the map, and I just figured we'll have a look at it, see if it's there. If it is, which it might not be, it's a little bit of improv here. If it's here, it should be like right there. But it's on the map, but it's not really on the map. Oh, here it is, I think. There it is. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm gonna give that one a try. Alright, let's bring the power back here. Airline assessment, actually trying to get... No way, Joel, that's amazing. Best of luck for you. That's one of my favorite... It's one of my favorite airlines. Joel, best of luck for that. Are you... Kommst du aus Deutschland? Deutsche Lufthansa. Alright, let's go. We got a second match of flaps. Und aus der Schweiz. Ach so. Bin einmal in der Schweiz gewesen. Bin von Zürich nach Liechtenstein gefahren. Alexander, yes sir. Ich habe 3 Jahre in Hamburg gewohnt. Eigentlich 1,5 Jahre in Hamburg und 1,5 Jahre in Berlin. Das ist schon lange her, vor 30 Jahren. Kann ich mir fast nicht glauben. Aber ich habe noch, bin noch in Kontakt mit meiner Gastfamilie aus Hamburg und habe noch einige Freunde aus Berlin. Und ja, so Deutsch. Also es kommt ganz schnell wieder, wenn ich in Deutschland bin, aber das hätte ich ja. Sehr komisch, ich habe eigentlich ganz viele deutsche Zuschauer. Und let's see here, we got full flaps, fuel pumps on. RJ, ich habe, ja, ich habe, yo hablo ein bisschen, un poquito español. Yo hablo un poquito español. Je parle un peu français. Oh, this might not be pretty. Full power. That didn't work. The funny thing is, when I'm in a French country, I always speak to them in Spanish. I get confused. My Spanish and my French, I get confused. So that runway is not going to work for anybody. If I can't get in there in an Islander, nobody's getting in there in the Kashif. You're not getting in there in the whatchamacallit, Vision Jet. Alright, now let's try RJ. By the way, RJ, what's going on? Alright, let's bring up a notch of flaps here. So sorry, I've kind of made this a little bit of a kamikaze show here the last few airports. Let's see. Magnum got it in. Magnum got it in. I'm gonna come down to 2119. Now, what is this little airport down here? This little airport is actually a bigger airport. So this airport right here, where are you? I think there's a right here somewhere. Oopsie. Oh, there we are. It's right off the nose. Aber naja, ich spreche Deutsch. Manchmal besser, manchmal nicht so gut. Aber es geht. Es geht noch. Es geht noch. I wish Yuan was here because he would knock that out. So this little one right here, why are you doing this? This little one right here is... This doesn't even have a... this is just IVI. It doesn't even have a an account identifier. And I must have some serious nose up trim in right now. I do. Alright, so did everybody else get in there and I couldn't? I think that's pretty much what just happened. But that's alright. Alright, power to 1700. This is a pretty cool looking airport. Dave, absolutely, I can do that. We can do that. Let's see. Alright. Power to 1500. I think this might be a pretty good airport to stop at. I think the next one's pretty small. The one I was going to go to, which is that one over here, is tiny. Alright. You know what I'm gonna do? Here, in honor of the airline checkout, let's do some commercial pilot maneuvers. Alright, mixtures and props full forward. Power all the way to idle. And let's see. Oh, no. Power all the way to idle. Let's see if we can make this one. I'd rather preserve altitude at the expense of airspeed right now. I don't have altitude or airspeed right now, which is not good. I don't have altitude or airspeed. This is not good. I'm not gonna make this one, I don't think. Maybe I will. Come on, airspeed. Come on, airspeed. We want more of you. We want more of you. This is gonna be tight. We're not gonna make it. That is exactly what this is. This is a cool. I like this one. I like this one. And this is gonna be a bit of a slammer, I think. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see here. That's exactly what this one is. Viveros Island. I like this airport. I wonder if this is in the sim. If it's like listed in the sim as an airport you can select, you know what I mean? It must be, because they've got buildings here. Yeah, it's got a hangar, which I'm sure it doesn't have in real life. Alexander, how did you know this one? Did you know this airport, or did you look it up? Let's go brakes. Let's lean the mixtures. And let's check out what's going on here. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna Googled it. Yeah, I'm gonna kill my engines. I think this is gonna be a cool airport to stop at, and then we'll pick up the. By the way, I would have failed my commercial check ride because I just put in a touch of power and short final, thinking I might need it. So I'd rather make the runway and fail my check ride than crash. So I just failed my multi-engine commercial check ride, but that's all right. I started off too far. I was too wide on the downwind for doing that. But Joel, viel Glück damit. Es ist echt cool. Ich hoffe, du schaffst es. And here we go. And the other reason why I think this is a good airport to stop at is because I think my wife's getting hungry. It's like 7 o'clock here almost 7 o'clock here in New York. and I think dinner is about to be served. Magnum, Magnum, you make us all look bad. You grease those. Bob, same thing, same thing. Beautiful landings. Ja. Mir geht's gut, meine Frau hat Arbeit. Nice landings, gentlemen. Very nice landings. Bungalow. Hey Joel, I really appreciate it, and seriously, best of luck for what you're training for. Vienna. Bin noch nie in Wien gewesen. Wäre aber gerne. Guter Freund von mir wohnt in Wien. Ganz schöne Stadt. Gentlemen, thank you. Bungalow, nice landing for you as well. Very nice landing. So, gents, I think this is as good a place as any, no? To pack it up. Okay, yeah. And ja, ich hätte es gerne auch gemacht, aber ich bin zu alt. Bin zu alt. Naja. But you guys can, man, that would be so cool if you guys. Außerdem Live Physik und Mechanik und Physik im Allgemeinen. Oh, Mathematik. Joel, you're doing some seriously difficult things. So for the rest of you, I realized that the English speaking portion of the group doesn't know what we're talking about. So Joel's getting ready to do exams for joining Lufthansa, like in real life. and ja, ich bin 48 und meine Frau hat keine Lust, dass ich mir die Arbeit wechsle jetzt. Aber es kann sein, dass ich irgendwann mal in der Karibik irgendwas Cargo fliegen oder so. Mal sehen. But yeah, so we've got a German contingent tonight, which is fantastic, especially considering it's 1 o'clock in the morning in Germany. Hey, Kansas City, thank you so much. Please do. It was really great having you with us, and we always love having new people join up, man. So it's a blast. And thanks so much. Yeah, Joel, it is, and yeah, I'll tell you later in the Discord. Well, yeah, I'll tell you later in the Discord. Ich bin Übersetzer für Lufthansa, komischerweise. And but yeah, so it's, hey Jean, how are you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, I mean, aviation's glorious and everything else. But hey Bungalow, thanks so much. Really appreciate you coming out. Please join us up again next flight Wednesday. We'll be doing this again Wednesday about 4 o'clock. And yeah, Joel, we're on please join the Discord. Let me I'll put the link so you guys just have it easy. And but yeah, the whole getting it, financing and the training and the hours and making no money, and it's not easy. It is not easy. John, yes, we are on board. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. It was good to see you again. And but yeah, it's tough. It's a tough road, Joel. It really is. And I sincerely wish you the best with it. But please join up. I'd love to have you in the Discord. Love to have you along. It's a good time. And yeah, we got to see some new faces today. This is fantastic. A really, really cool flight tonight. Really cool flight. And Kashif, I will definitely check this out. Magnum PI, thanks for coming out. John, sorry that you missed it, man. But Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back on, bopping around the islands. Kenneth, always a pleasure. Always good to see you. Really appreciate you joining, coming out. Bob, thank you again. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe next Sunday we should try around the same time again, because we definitely got a good turnout today. It's fantastic. And But Kansas City, thank you for coming out, Joel. Super good luck with everything, and I look forward to seeing you in the Discord. Alexander Gleichschweiz, good to see you as well. Oh yeah, Bob, I'll definitely look at that. Oh, Kashif, that's awesome. I'll definitely check that out. And Bungalow, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. And who else we got here? We got Alexander. We said Pilot Dave. Always appreciate it. Good to see you, buddy. And Kashif. RJ the Virus is here. Loco. Siet schon am Pen. And who else we got? I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Brew Pilot. Brew Pilot was here for a bit. If you're still here, Brew Pilot, good to see you again. Really appreciate it. And Chris was here earlier. I think Chris is probably in bed because it's 12 o'clock where he is. Invite. Please send me an invite to Cube Fox. Let me see here. Can I do that? I don't even know how to do that. Let's see. How do I do? There we go. There we go. I just learned something. Cube Fox 66. And let's see, that is sent. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bungalow, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that. That never gets old. Never gets old hearing people that are having a better sim experience, you know. So thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. John, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see you. And so we'll see each other again on Wednesday and in the Discord in the meantime. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Magnum, thank you. Always good to see you. And everybody have a great rest of your Sunday and great rest of your weekend. And we shall talk soon. Oh, you'll be golfing Wednesday PM. That's nice. We'll have fun golfing. And that's one thing I have done. Nothing. I haven't played any golf this year. It's pathetic. But anyway, I appreciate it, guys. Everybody have a great rest of your night, and we'll talk soon. All right, Bob. Take care, guys. All right, Joel. Schönen Abend noch. Alexander, danke dir. Tschüss.